A mesmerizing voice, filled with hope, celebrating freedom and independence. These are the students of the National Association for the Blind.
ये गाना गाते हैं तब हमें अंदर से खुशी होती है, मतलब क्योंकि हम तब ये गाना गाते हैं तो अपने देश की हम विशेषता को प्रेजेंट करते हैं।
ये गाना मतलब सुना तो बहुत हुआ है और गाना गाने का मुझे पहली बार मतलब मौका मिला है, तो इसलिए मुझे अच्छा लगा। और हम इंडियन हैं और इंडिया में हमारा जन्म हुआ है, तो इसलिए हमें प्राउड फील होता है।
Helping them understand India's freedom struggle is Nidhi Arora, an alumnus of IIM Calcutta. She started an online audio library for the visually impaired in 2004 called CLABIL, or Central Library of Audiobooks in Indian Languages.
स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में ऐसे कई वीर हुए।
With over 5,000 books uploaded on this platform, Nidhi is now taking her initiative door to door. Today, at this Center for the Blind, she is teaching these girls about the significance of Independence Day.
खतरे से लड़ना तो गांव भिखारी का थल, इन स्वराज के दुश्मनों का तो अंत होना ही चाहिए।
कुछ नाम ऐसे थे जिनके बारे में हमने कभी सुना भी नहीं था, उनके बारे में हमें सुनने को मिला, जैसे दामोदर, गणेश शंकर सारथी,
जिन्होंने हमारे देश के लिए कुर्बानी दी। उन वीरों को हमें कभी भूलना नहीं चाहिए, और क्योंकि हमें आज़ादी बहुत मुश्किल से मिली।
It is my wish that sometime in our lifetime it will be Independence Day for all. I think dignity is a big part of that equation. Every citizen of India should be able to stand up and say within our lifetimes that this is a country where I lead a life of dignity, where I have access to everything I need to lead a better life.
Nidhi has been on a mission to narrate stories to the visually impaired for more than a decade. The library has volunteers who record stories in 15 different languages for users all across India. In another part of the country, children have become storytellers. These are the enthusiastic reporters of a newspaper, Balaknama. Its editorial is run by the slum children in Delhi. Today, they are on a mission to find what 15th of August signifies for other children.
जो आज़ादी का जो दिन है 15 अगस्त जो मनाते हैं सब लोग, तो बहुत ही एक खास दिन होता है सभी के लिए। लेकिन ज़्यादातर जो बच्चे हैं जो सड़क पे रहते हैं, जो काम करते हैं, उनको इस बारे में मतलब देखा जाए तो उनको जानकारी ही नहीं होती। तो मेन मकसद बालकनामा का यही है कि उनके पास जाके उनके कम से कम राय पूछे, वे क्या सोच रहे हैं, वे क्या इस बारे में जानते हैं, या उनके क्या क्या विचार हैं, वो क्या कहना चाहते हैं इस आज़ादी के अवसर पर।
Meet this 16-year-old reporter, Saurabh Kumar. He is on a quest to find the true meaning for independence for children living near his home. This is an assignment he hopes will be printed in the next edition of Balaknama, a special feature on India's Independence Day.
पहले ये नशा वशा छुड़वा के बच्चों को पढ़ाना चाहिए, और जो 15 अगस्त आती है झंडा लहराना चाहिए, मस्ती करनी चाहिए, डांस वांस करना चाहिए।
बच्चे पढ़े लिखे और वो भी कुछ बनना चाहते हैं, पुलिस, डॉक्टर, ये सब बने सर।
जो मैंने यहाँ तक सोचा है कि जो हमारे बाल साथी है उनको मतलब 15 अगस्त की मीनिंग नहीं पता कि 15 अगस्त होता क्या है, हमारा देश आज़ाद हुआ है तो मतलब हो तो गया है, हमारे बच्चे अभी तक आज़ाद नहीं हैं, वो अभी उसी गुलामी में है, वो एक काम नशे के चुंगल में, जुए की आदत, कबाड़ा भिन्न ये, मतलब वो अभी अपने आप को दबाव समझते हैं, हमारे ऊपर दबाव है, हम आज़ाद नहीं अच्छी तरीके से। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो हमारे बच्चे अपने उसमें अब खुल के नहीं जी पा रहे, नहीं पढ़ पा रहे, नहीं होगा, वो बच्चे अपनी ज़िंदगी अच्छे से जिए, अच्छे से पढ़े।
It's heart-wrenching to see these children pledge for freedom from drugs for their parents.
जो बच्चों के माता पिता या आसपास के लोग जुआ खेलते हैं, उनको भी मना करना है।
Jyoti, another reporter from Balaknama, also interacted with other children on a similar assignment. She was surprised to see that many could not recognize the national flag.
और तिरंगे के बारे में हमने बताया कि तिरंगे का मतलब क्या होता है, तो बच्चे ने बोला बस हमें कलर पता है, उसके बारे में नहीं पता है। तो मैंने बच्चों को समझाया भी कि क्या नाम है, जब हमारा देश आज़ाद हुआ था वो 15 अगस्त को आज़ाद हुआ था, जो तिरंगा है वो हर 15 अगस्त को फहराया जाता है। इसका बहुत बड़ा रीज़न है कि हमारा 15 अगस्त को ये आज़ाद करने वालों ने कितने लोगों ने अपनी बलिदान करी थी।
Back in their office, these reporters are working hard towards building a better India for all children. Their Independence Day special edition will be dedicated to slum children.
ये एक गंभीर समस्या है कि जो हमारे देश में और भी बच्चे जो स्कूल जा रहे हैं वो 15 अगस्त पे अच्छे से स्वतंत्रता दिवस मनाते हैं, लेकिन जो बच्चे सड़क पे रह रहे हैं, रेड लाइट बत्ती पर भीख मांग रहे हैं, उसे समाज भी गलत नज़र से देखते हैं और उन बच्चों की समाज का हिस्सा समझते नहीं है और इसकी वजह से आज उन्हें भेदभाव किया जाता है और उनको ये रंग का पता नहीं है। लेकिन ये हमारी जो बालकनामा की टीम है, रिपोर्टर है, वो उनसे जाके अपनी बातें रखते हैं, उनको समझाते हैं कि झंडे का मतलब क्या होता है, हमारा स्वतंत्रता दिवस के मतलब क्या होता है। तो वो उन्हें खुशी मिलती है कि हमारे लिए कोई तो है जो हमारे लिए वर्क कर रहा है, हमारे लिए सपने दिखा रहा है, हमारे रास्ते दिखाने में कोई हमें मदद कर रहे हैं।
हैप्पी इंडिपेंडेंस डे।
If these star reporters are using the might of the pen to make a difference, there are others their age who have taken to the streets to spread the message of Independence Day in a very unique way. The students of Bal Bharti Public School celebrated Independence Week in a creative way, making the Indian flags and also these postcards to depict their vision for an ideal India.
Such hands-on activities are more meaningful and they are the ones which really create awareness among the children, and that patriotic feeling is definitely through these hands-on activities which the children indulge in.
If we are able to educate every child, if we are able to ensure that every Indian understands both his rights and duties, we would be independent in the true sense of the word.
With the Indian flags in their hands, these students marched to the streets and distributed the flags and cards to the commuters. The awareness drive by these mini flag bearers was truly an inspiration for many.
The patriotism feeling between students, it's quite amazing.
Very good initiative. Beautiful way to spread awareness, beautiful way to celebrate Independence Day. Really proud of these students.
Some of the students were also disappointed by the indifference shown by a few adults.
I just saw that people were not interested about watching what was happening. We were just trying to give them flags of India and they were just like, no, we don't want them. I want Indians to just think about India and feel that India is the best. They should think that India means something to them.
The patriotism of the people is just vanishing, and by doing such activities from our school, we can spread awareness that such things, Independence Day, are not just holidays, they are events taking place, because for independence, our freedom fighters and many movements took place.
Sending an even louder message is this young group from Prashant Advait Foundation. The young team is performing a street play called Freedom which questions the very idea of freedom. 25-year-old Anshu Sharma, the director of the play, is ensuring that the team toils hard to put a great show.
You can celebrate freedom only by questioning it, right? And constantly redefining it. It is the youth firstly who gets conditioned. And it is the youth upon whom onus is there to free not only themselves but also their surroundings. But youth has somehow forgotten it, and the reasons are various, right? We have other priorities. I mean, if you're getting a good job and you're getting paid, it doesn't matter, I mean, what job you are doing, right? So freedom becomes the second priority.
Freedom for me, for everyone around me, I would like not just to be limited to one day, but in everyday life. You know, how can freedom really be a part? How can I really live free every day of my life? You know, if that can be achieved, perhaps I would say that is a day well celebrated.
The play created quite a stir when the group performed in front of hundreds of people, questioning what democracy and independence mean for the youth.
As citizens of a nation, obviously independence is necessary, but obviously like they are depicting, as youngsters, we do not understand that anymore. So I think it's a really good initiative they are taking to do this for the youth.
You know, seeing this play, this Nukkad Natak, I started looking towards a different perspective, like what freedom is now for me. It's like not only getting freedom from colonial period, British, but now we are like slaves of social media and a lot of like religious aspects and other things. So we should get freedom from that also.
After the break, we meet some of the inspiring youngsters who are striving to build a better, more inclusive India.
15th August is one day when everybody, all Indians come together. It's one day when patriotism is at an all-time high. And this is one time when Feeding India celebrates by donating food to as many people as we can and get the togetherness to an all-time high as well. So we're celebrating freedom from the British rule. We're also celebrating freedom from hunger on the Independence Day this year.
Presented by Jaguar, saluting the spirit of Indianness.
Powered by Dalmia Cement. Dil jode, desh jode.
Remember why our freedom fighters believed in Swadeshi. The leaders of our freedom struggle believed in themselves. They believed in you and me and India, in our skills and ability to match up to the best of world standards. Jaguar salutes that spirit of Indianness. Following their mantra, we have adopted the highest quality standards in our products. Today, Jaguar is India's trusted bath fittings brand. And with our global presence, we have been showing the world that yes, we Indians can do it. That we are Sare Jahan se Acha. Jaguar, proudly made in India for the world.
उन हसीन दिनों से इन हसीन पलों तक एक साथी हमेशा साथ निभाए। दिलों के बीच के पुल हों या शहरों के बीच के ब्रिज, आपको सपनों से जोड़े। दालमिया सीमेंट, दिल जोड़े, देश जोड़े।
Don't go to Paris. Live in Paris. When you Airbnb, you have your own home. So live there, even if it's just for a night.
Think thyroid. Think Thyrocare.
Looks like you need a wash too.
The new generation Scorpio.
Aryan, we are flying to New York to visit your father.
It's a German airline.
You know Germans?
No. They're a bit different. Always serious. And their food.
Namaste. Grandpa, we are in the wrong place.
No. Everything is fine.
Non-stop you. Lufthansa.
For centuries, we have tried to control the weather with rituals and sacrifices. We predicted it by reading the earth and the sky. We listened to shamans, to machines, and even to frogs. We did all this. But seriously, why?
उन हसीन दिनों से इन हसीन पलों तक एक साथी हमेशा साथ निभाए। दिलों के बीच के पुल हों या शहरों के बीच के ब्रिज, आपको सपनों से जोड़े। तालमिया सीमेंट, दिल जोड़े, देश जोड़े।
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
India would truly be free when everyone is allowed to pursue their dreams.
Freedom came at a great cost. That's why, we are living in a land of opportunity where even everyone has the right of speech to do whatever we want.
As a nation, we have to come together, look for solutions from within.
Even the lowest of the low class, even the poorest of the poor, they must have the reach to all the resources. Not only the rich people, not only the bureaucrats, not only the businessmen, but also the poor.
With the aim of making India a hunger-free nation, these young volunteers have come forward for a noble cause. An initiative started by 24-year-old Ankit Kawatra, Feeding India collects excess food that restaurants want to donate and helps it reach those who need it most. With their 24/7 helpline number, Feeding India has so far donated more than 2.5 lakh meals across India, and on Independence Day, this young brigade has taken the pledge to achieve freedom from hunger.
Independence means independence from everything. Although we are independent, but there are few things which are still lacking, and one of them is hunger. And we should really think about hunger, because people can live without house. People can live without so much clothes, but people cannot live without hunger in a single day.
At this shelter home in Old Delhi, Feeding India is celebrating Independence Day by distributing food and spending time with the children.
हमारे को 15 अगस्त को ही बहुत अच्छा लगता है और अभी भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि हमारे लिए दीदी भैया हमारे लिए खाना लाते खिलाने के लिए.
Since India is developing and is growing at a rapid rate, see, these people are not getting their they are not getting their basic needs. We can see that these people they do not get their proper food, everything. So that is why we are doing this every day, not only on the 15th August.
15th August is one day when everybody, all Indians come together. It's one day when patriotism is at an all-time high. And this is one time when Feeding India celebrates by donating food to as many people as we can and get the togetherness to an all-time high as well. So we're celebrating freedom from the British rule. We're also celebrating freedom from hunger on the Independence Day this year.
Meanwhile, in Gurugram, Abhijit Bajpai, founder of Happy Birthday Bharat, is bringing smiles into the lives of hundreds of street children by celebrating their birthdays and giving them a memory to cherish.
When we say that kids are the future of this country, we only probably count the kids that are going to school, that are being properly educated, and probably they are getting the basic amenities in life. If you see, these are only 40 to 50% of the kids. The rest 40-50%, they are not going to school. They are actually fighting to get their square meal of the day, right? So, and these kids are also the future of the country. And if this is the future, I don't know where our country is heading. So probably my idea of freedom, my idea of independence is when each and every kid is free from begging. He should have the freedom of education, he should have the right to education, he should have the right to basic amenities.
Freedom to me is to be able to do whatever I want, however, in whichever way I want, no matter how big or small the scale is.
These youngsters are setting up a great example by spreading love and cheer. The days leading up to the Independence Day will see Red Fort being set for the grand event. It is here that young team of India City Walks has organized a heritage tour.
Independence is not celebrated only on 15th August, it should be celebrated every single day. Freedom is most important. Each one of you should value the freedom that the country has provided. The country gives us that freedom. We are celebrating Independence Day right here with a walk coming to Red Fort, which is a focal point for Independence Day, and also doing multiple other activities during this Independence Week. Very important for today's youth to connect back to their city and also fill themselves up with patriotism. And the best way to do this is once they actually come here, visit this site.
The tour infused a sense of patriotic pride amongst the youngsters.
To be here and see the preparations and everything going on, it feels really nice because you see everything prepared. But the kind of effort which goes into making what we see so grand and so, we feel so proud with it. So the preparations which are going, it's excellent to see. And what India City Walks is doing is bringing those memories back. Like what we see in TV, as kids we used to watch with such enthusiasm. So the kind of patriotism which we all have, it comes out quite, it comes out really well when you visit these places.
It's an amazing architecture firstly, and moreover Indian flag is giving me goosebumps. I seriously think that first time I'm feeling that I'm an Indian. It's a great experience.
Youngsters don't remember why Independence Day is celebrated. Yes, these walks help us to understand better our heritages, the concept of independence.
Kites flying high and decorating the sky. India City Walks also organized a Battle of the Kites, a traditional sport on Independence Day.
This is more about celebrating our heritage which we have. Kite flying is a very important celebration which happens in Old Delhi, which we call known as Shahjahanabad. Before the Prime Minister's speech at Red Fort and after the speech, kites become the major focus point. So this is a great initiative in which we want to promote culture, heritage, also because of Independence Day and its importance. As we have been flying kites since being a Delhiite, we want to really grow this tradition and we want to make skies alive with the colors.
Every Independence Day from 6 a.m. in the morning till the 6 p.m. in the evening, we fly kites, only kites.
Patriotism is something that comes to us where, when we're part of a culture or a society, that's just something we're familiar with. And celebrating your country's Independence Day is, one of the greatest things to do.
These inspiring youngsters are celebrating Independence Day in the best way possible by being the change they wish to see.
Happy Independence Day! Happy Independence Day! Happy Independence to everyone!
Happy
Independence
Independence Day!
Happy Independence!